Hi guys, welcome back to Let's Play The Sims 3 Island Paradise. I'm Llandros, and of course we're right here at the house. Before they actually go in here and mess up what I need to do, we're going to go into build by mode because I want to go and make a couple of changes. Oh, you know what? I think I turned off all music, didn't I? I believe I did. Let's just go take a look. Yeah, I did. Alright, let's get that back on because I don't want that to actually happen. Okay. Now, as far as the bedroom, we got to come up with 2 beds for them, and I'm going to look and see if there's anything that came. Let's just go ahead and just dive into Island Paradise and see what came as far as beds. I do see that we got a double bed, the Tropicalo bedstead. Let's see. There's a lounge chair. Oh, I love it. Unfortunately, it's not a bed, but that's all right. Eventually, we'll be able to get it. I'm not seeing what I want, but that doesn't mean it's not here. Can we get the boats? Please, I want one of these. It's only 475, but I think you have to. Is it like the cars that you need a parking lot or something? I think you got to have a trailer. Yeah, you got to have the boat trailer. Where would you put a boat trailer? I guess upstairs on that deck. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. All right, we'll worry about that later. I gotta worry about beds. Okay, nothing that I see as far as twin beds, which would have been nice, but it's unfortunate that we didn't get any. Oh, we got a tent. You finally have a tent that you don't have to go to World Adventures to get? How cool is that? Alright, so that's nice to know. Doesn't look like I have any options. I'm going to have to go into the base game or into other options here, so let's just go back by room. Let's find them some beds, and we'll get them going. Give me just a second because that music's getting a little bit too loud for me. Alright, we're broke. Okay, we really are. I just swapped out and I got these 2 twin beds. I tried to keep the same style as the bed that they had. I replaced out their showers, so I got them a better one, and I got them a burglar alarm. After I did just those little things, we're down to 156. So I can't even get the boat that I wanted, which stinks, but that's alright. Now, before we go any further, because I don't know anything about this town, I'm going to put him on pause. I know he wants to join the lifeguard career, so let's go ahead and just go up here in the map view. And we're going to take a look around. And I know that there's a resort that it was the one that was shown in the producers chat that you can buy, and I think it's supposed to be pretty cheap, but with 156 we probably can't get anything, but we might be able to actually just take a look at it. Let's see, that's the hospital. It's obviously going to be, it's not this one, that's actually looks pretty nice. I think it was like Hubert's or something like that. Hobart's Hideaway. Is there a beach close to it? Because I want to actually, there's a dock. I don't know if that's the dock we can use. We could actually go to this dock, I think. Let's see if this beach right here is where he can go get a job. Because I want to actually try to go to that one. Yeah, that'll work. I know you go click over here. I think you click on the chair and join the career. So, oh, you don't have to go down there. Alright, so he's going to be a CPR dummy working from 10 to 6 on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. He's got a stipend of 276. I bet he probably gets some more money as he saves lives. Okay, so you go ahead and accept your career, and that'll take care of you. And then I want you. Actually, why don't we go ahead and take the boat out? Can we just go over here? How much? Oh, it's $0. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Okay, why don't you go ahead and purchase the property? You head on out and do that, and then I'm gonna go with Logan. Logan, I want you to come climb up the ladder. You go ahead and head on out. I don't know where you're going. We're going with him. I'm sure she'll have to get in the taxi and go around. We could have actually taken the boat over there, but I'm going to have him go over. He doesn't have any other wishes to do anything, so this is what's going to work for me. Let's go ahead and move the houseboat. Where it's going to go, I do not know. I don't really want to go discovering islands right now. Okay, this will be good. Okay, you can see her there. Let me go ahead and pause because I don't want them to get done before I'm ready. She's going all the way over to this other little island. Man, it's a long haul. Okay, she's going here. Why don't we go ahead and... Can you go here? Yeah, you can boat here. Alright, so move your houseboat here. Let's see if he'll do it. It's going to be a long haul. I don't know if this thing moves very fast at all, but it is moving. We are on our way. So, and of course, I'm waiting to see if he has any other wishes, because once he does, then I'll go ahead and take care of him and lock him in. Just going to try to get an idea of how he's going to do this. Buddy, you're going a little bit too close to the shore, but I guess that's the routing. So, yeah, it is going to take him a while. But it's nice. I mean, that way, if we are going to own this resort, we'll be close enough to it. We won't have to go back and forth. And I know you can change. You can have a different port wherever you want to actually put your boat. You're going to run aground. You really are. Maybe not. Okay, so let me go ahead. Since it's going to take him a while to just boat his way over there, we're going to go with... oh, wait, she went downtown. All right, so this is where you have to go to buy your resort. So she's at City Hall. And City Hall is really cool. Hobart's Hideaway. Let's change the name from Hobart's and let's just give it to Laney. All right. How did I spell her name? I think it's Laynie. Laney's Hideaway. I think that's how I spelled her name. Laynie. Is that how I did it? Yes, it is. All right. So I'm just going to take a look real quick. So I mean, of course, this is brand new, a completely redesigned, not just a recoloring, which I love it. I really do like the whole look of it. Very tropical. Is there anything that they can do out here around the sides? Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. What in the world is all this stuff? Oh, you can go fishing back here? Okay. I wonder if that's special kinds of fish that you can only get in here. It doesn't look like it. And does it go any further? Nope, that's just it. Alright, that's pretty interesting. And then what is this little building right here? Nothing. Nothing at all. Just an empty building. Okay, well, you know, that's quite alright. Looking out here at the front, of course, you know, we've seen the festival a lot. There's no festival yet today, but there will be one tomorrow. I'd kind of be interested to see actually what they do. What we're going to do is have her head on over to the Hideaway. I got to get used to where this stuff is because this town, it is huge. I didn't think it was that big when I first loaded it up. Alright, so there's the one we own. Can you go ahead and let's go check in. And oh, of course, it's not going to cost us any money. Let's just go take a... Can we take the luxury suite? Yeah, go get the luxury suite. Why not? It's not going to cost us any money. We're going to go with the 4 days. Alright, I took the wrong person. Now I'm going to go with her because this way we'll get to see a little bit of the island. And you know, we'll see the ocean plenty of times with Logan in just a little bit, but this way I can kind of get an idea of what the town looks like as we drive through. I saw the theater, very nice. Of course, I'm wondering how long it's going to take them to get different places, and I'm having a lot of lag for some reason. Let me just stop for a minute because this thing should start to clear up in a minute. There we go. It's like just trying to actually figure out what it's doing. It's frustrating. Hold on. Okay, so she's already here. Where are you going? Oh, you're getting on the boat. Okay, so you went to the closest water place. That's cool. Oh, you got a boat taxi? Oh no, I don't want the mascot guy. Mascot guy, go away. I wanted to go back with her. She's on a boat. Alright. No, that thing moves. It definitely moves. We need one of these. Big time. And we got houseboats we're going around, but yeah, oh, it's a nice little race going on here. I love the boat taxis. That's funny. He's trying to get around him. He can't. He's shaking it off. You guys go too close to the shore and you just hit that guy. That's alright. Now, who is this idiot right here? It doesn't tell me yet. Devin Hahn. Okay. I don't know how close she is to this resort, but hopefully it's not too far. I hate when they get behind somebody like that and they can't get around them. I bet we're going to have to get on another taxi. This is kind of like the whole Bridgeport thing where you go from one thing to the next and you got to get on the subway. That I don't care for, but hopefully it's not too bad. Once we have our own boat, maybe it won't be so bad. But right now, with no money, we just kind of have to do... Oh, well, we didn't have to go that far. Yep, this is the one that was in the producer's chat. And let's just go ahead and take a look inside and see what we can do. Alright, I guess this is our employee. I don't want to have a water fight with him, do I? Alright, you go ahead and check in, see what he tells us. Tracy Beckham. I like the decorations, I like that right there. Alright, welcome to Laney's Hideaway. I have you staying with us for 4 nights, departing on Thursday. Enjoy your stay. Alright, well that's good. Yeah, mascot, go away. Now, of course, she's going up on this the dock here. I believe the luxury one is the only one that you can actually go inside of. Oh, there's the little all-in-one shower. All right, do you have any needs to take care of? No. Okay, now we could upgrade this eventually once we start to do that, and we can make some more comfortable beds in this thing, or change this into a better lot. What I'd like to do is, let's take her over here. Let's see, there was a pool in the middle of it, I believe. Oh no, he built the pool, that's right. Oh, okay, so we got to build the pool and everything. Can you go, oh, you can't do anything. We need to go ahead and figure out how to, let's go into build by. I want to go out on the beach towels and everything, so let's go ahead and see if we can find one. Wow, we don't have any money. We couldn't buy it if we wanted to. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get anything. I'm sure that there is something here that I really, really like, but maybe just possibly it'll be cheap. No. Alright, nothing. Can't buy anything at all. That stinks. Alright, we got to go make money. How are we going to make money tonight? I don't know. Can you go over here and just play in the sand for a little bit? Let's get you out for a little bit. We're going to be cooped up quite a bit all the time. And what in the world is that? Okay, that's just decorative. No, it's not. You can actually interact with it. You can view it. Okay, well that's decorative. Yeah, I have no idea what she's going to have to do in order to make money. I don't know when we get paid. And the fact that I didn't get them any decent jobs, that kind of scares me, because normally I don't start off this this low, or I take them to a casino and do all that, but we don't have one of those in the town. I didn't put anything in. So we'll just have to kind of make do and get by with what we can get by with. And now that we have a place to stay, I don't think it's really that big of a deal. I could sell out their cameras because I never use them, and it's probably going to be the better thing to do. So let's just go ahead. So we have a little bit of cash, and while you play with that real quick, I'm going to go check on our boy Logan. Logan, yeah, I'm hoping that we can actually upgrade this thing and get it to go faster. I believe that is an option once you have your handiness skill up. If I remember the producer chat right, I think they said that. They may or they may not have. Is this our place? No. I have no idea how far he's going to go, but man, that's going to take forever. So I guess once you actually find a spot, you really don't want to go too far. The boat almost hit us. But it's a cute little boat. It really is. I like this little coffee table, which is just the igloo coolers. And all right, he's not getting that moodlet for being out in the sun. You want to learn athletics? Well, buddy, you're going to do that. I don't really think we have a place here for that. I'm not really too concerned about any of this stuff that came with university. So we're just kind of take it a little bit at a time. Gardening is not in your future. I'm sorry. And what do you want to do? Enroll? No. So it looks like you guys are just kind of doing your own thing. Now I could sell his. Let's go ahead and get rid of his real quick, and that way we got some cash. I wouldn't mind going to a dive spot instead. So since it's going to take him way too long, where's his sister at? I really cannot believe. Okay, it's not that far, but is there a dive spot around this place? No. Of course, we picked the one resort that doesn't have a dive spot, but that's okay. I think you can still swim in the ocean and still snorkel wherever you are. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Let's see, where's our closest dive spot at? Oh, it's right here. We just passed it. We could actually port here. We could dock here, and then we'd have a place to go. How far is... It's unfortunate. I really wanted to actually dock a little bit. We don't have a dock over here, so I'm going to go ahead and go back to the dive spot, and I'm going to let him dive, because I want him to actually learn that skill. So let's just go there. Let's just... Don't move the houseboat. Let's see. Let's stop what you're doing. And let's see if he'll do this. Click the water, and let's just move the houseboat here. I don't know how far or how long it'll take him to get there. Now I'm gonna let her play for a little bit, but I want to take a look at the beach. See, she's got a towel. I want a towel too, and I want to pick up the trash. But she's over here just playing away, having a good time. You're not gonna garden. I'm just not gonna take that. You're not meeting supernaturals. You're not going to do this. Oh, wait, that reminds me. Let's go into options real quick, because before this thing gets started, I definitely want to change a few things. I don't really care for fall or winter here. And let's bump up summer. Should I go with, let's see, everything was on a 4-week rotation. So if I do 2 weeks of summer and 2 weeks of spring, I'd rather do 3 weeks of summer. To be perfectly honest with you, I think summer is more fun for this time, and 1 week of spring. I don't really care for snow. I think that would be stupid here. And hailstorms, you could have hailstorms in a tropical climate. You could. I guess the rest of this would be fine. And then, of course, I really don't want to have the full moon. So let's just go ahead and get that. Let's just put it on a first quarter moon. That way we don't have to worry about that at all. No zombies, nothing like that. We're not playing supernaturals. As far as supernaturals go, it's probably too late. We probably already have all these things, but I'm just going to take them all out anyway. If they show up, they show up. It's just because I didn't actually catch it in time. There we go. Alright, so while you're playing around, let me just go ahead and take a look. These are the ones that we can actually eventually upgrade. We could toggle room service on. Okay, what's up? We could go freshen it up. Alright, but we do need to actually put in a pool or something when we have enough money to do that. Right now we don't have anywhere near that. No wonder this thing didn't cost us any money. It is just pitiful. It really is. Okay, my walls are still... Okay, they're not up. I just have it up on the roof view. Okay, so there's really not a whole lot over here. Now let's take a look over at this area. There's our buffet table, so if she gets hungry, she can come over and get something. But I think you got to be careful because she can actually eat until she gets really overstuffed, and I don't want to do that. That's cute. Can't do anything with it, but it's cute. Alright, buddy, I'm going back with Logan. Let's see if he got any closer to the dive spot. You just hit the side. Alright, you just are going right through the ground. That is not good. You can't do that. I guess he can. I see that we can go out here to these islands and discover them, but I'm not really planning to do that. Let me go up in map view and see how close he is. Alright, not too far. Let me speed him up real quick because it's going to take him forever and a day to get out there. Is that as close as I got you? I thought I got you a little bit closer. Wait a minute, what just happened? Oh no. Alright, we got neighbors. Oh, we got a ghost here. Yeah, go away, ghost. We don't need you. Okay. Why don't you go ahead and snorkel for a little bit, Logan. Let's learn a little bit, because I think that's how you get your diving skill up. And he's got that pleasantly warm because he likes the heat. I knew when I got this that they're going to be outside all the time, and with seasons, you better make sure you have that. Otherwise, they might spontaneously combust and do all that kind of craziness. I don't need a ghost here. I don't know why she's here, but I really don't want one. Alright, you cannot swim through a boat as hard as you might try. Logan can because he's just talented that way. Alright, why am I getting this ghost? Because I don't have any urns or anything like that. Maybe it's just you just run into that option on the ocean that you can get a random ghost. I don't like it. I really don't. But can't really control that. Alright, we'll go over here with him because at least it's a little bit more peaceful. I'm going to let her go ahead and come on out here as well. Why don't you go ahead and boat here real quick? We've seen the resort. We know we've got it. We just know we're going to have to go and check upgrade requirements and see what we have to do to it to actually get that thing bumped up. And we won't actually keep that one for long. We're just going to start with that one, build it up as much as we can without putting too much effort into it, and then transition to one of the better ones. Yeah, it looked like it's time to leave. Yeah, it was time to leave when you got here. Oh, she was the neighbor coming to visit. Well, you know what? They could have picked a better person to come and welcome us. All right, Lainey, are you coming over here on the boat? Oh, yeah, you got the taxi. Love the taxi boat. It'll actually move. So that's the only way to do this. I guess from now on, just leave the houseboat in a port. Take it when you want to, but just head on out with these things because they'll take you right out to the dive spot. You don't have to waste all this time trying to get there. So I'll just find a port for the houseboat eventually and not worry about it. I probably should have dropped anchor. Let's see, was I supposed to? No, it didn't tell me that. Alright, Lainey, why don't you go ahead and snorkel as well. Let's get you guys out in the water. I know you're both getting kind of hungry. Not too bad. But I really want somebody to learn a skill at least before we go too far. And it's going to take a while. I don't know if there's an easier way. There's probably a class that you can take. Buddy, we're not taking a class. Yeah, you want to learn scuba diving? I want you to. What about you? Do you want to do anything? Become friends with somebody? You want to learn scuba diving? Alright, I'll let you be a friend with somebody. What did you want to do? Cardio? Yeah, you do need to do that, don't you? Alright, that boat almost hit us. I don't know who it is, but it almost got us. At least we got the house pretty close, so if they do get really hungry, they can go in there and get something. It won't be too bad. Hello, idiot. Who are you? I kind of like to know who these people are. Theodore Medina? Or is it Theodore Medina? That's what I would have said, but that's alright. Okay, so you're really not doing much but just snorkeling. You can't scuba dive yet because you don't have that skill yet. So we just got to keep doing this until we can actually get to that point. And I don't mind. We can actually snorkel for a while. Keeps it nice and peaceful. I'm dying to go over and get one of those islands, but like I said, we don't have enough money to really do much anyway. Yeah, selling the cameras was probably the best bet, but that's all we can do. Alright, she's actually more hungry than he is, which is not good, but we could have gone back to the resort and we could have eaten there. They've got the buffet and it wouldn't cost us. I don't think it costs us anything if we live there. So instead of actually catching our houseboat on fire on the first night, we could just go ahead and do that. And there's my timer too. Alright, I wanted you guys to at least get a skill, but it looks like the snorkeling is going to take forever. It's not like the other skills where you go pretty quickly. There's probably an easier way to do it. Maybe the class or something. I don't know if there's another way to learn the skill or not. I just figured this was the easiest thing. Just jump in the water and get started. So I don't want the sharks coming and I don't want the octopus coming, the kraken. So hopefully they'll leave us alone. Oh, speaking of which, here we go. Our first shark. Alright, don't kill my people on the first day, please. It wouldn't be nice. It really wouldn't. Alright, we'll tell you what. Lainey, why don't we let you go ahead and go on back to the house. I'm assuming it's going to take you back to the houseboat. And I'm going to go with you just to make sure it does. And I'll get you to get started on cooking something since you're the hungriest one. Alright. I want one of those. We just don't have the money. Can we steal it? Why didn't I make you a klepto? You could have gone and stolen all this stuff for us. I hate this. They swim right through the water, right through the boat. That's not good. They're not supposed to do that. Maybe they'll update that and they'll fix that because that's kind of silly. Alright, so go ahead and serve up serve up autumn salad so we don't have a fire here on the boat. And you are kind of getting hungry, aren't you? But I'm trying to get you to get that skill. You're not getting a sunburn yet, are you? No, but you love wonderful water. Let's see. Sims with the loves to swim trait can't get enough of being in cool waters, so very nice. Alright, I'm going to send him back as well so he can go ahead and get something to eat. And we'll try maybe snorkeling a little bit later and see if we can do anything. It's not like we have anything to really work on. He does have a job that he's got to go to tomorrow. But for right now, we'll spend most of our time probably in the water doing this kind of stuff, getting the skills up, and spend some time trying to actually find collectibles to sell and make some money. I don't want them to have any other real job besides the one they got. What in the world just happened? What in the world just happened? Where'd you go? That scared me to death. Where is he? I went down. I went down in the water. I don't know where we were. I didn't mean to do that. I thought I lost him. I thought something got sucked him down and I would have been upset. Oh, it's a shark. Did the shark come after me? Did he grab me? No. Alright, Lainey, you're going to get some food. Why don't you go ahead and get some food with her? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. When we come back, we're going to go ahead and finish up this evening and get him started. He's got to go to his first day of work. And it looks like Lainey's going to be heading over and doing some stuff on the resort and see if she can get that fixed up. And we'll figure out how to actually run one. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. I will see you next time.